Hey Mom, it's me. I don't know how long the video can last, but I'll show you an update. Found out that mouse was back there. There was a lot of poop. So I put backings on the cabinet finally. It didn't have backings, it just went all the way to the other wall. And yeah, so I caulked them all in. And it's less room in the cabinet, but then I put foam down here just to show you. The mouse can't get in. Vacuumed all in here. It's hard to see, but there's foam way down there. He was getting in. There was a hole. There was a hole back behind here on this right cabinet. There was a hole where the plumbing came in, so I put that foam back there. And that mouse will have major problems for the rest of his life trying to get back in. But and I put backing on this cabinet too. It's kind of full of everything. I filled it back up, but backings on that cabinet. And there's foam behind there too, where he can't come in. So bye bye little mouse. But yeah. And then right here real quick, I'll show you something that Jason showed me. Instead of having to press my button down, he said, just real quick, I'll show you an update of the outside. He said I just put this thing right here, or anything just right here, and just let it hold it down, and it goes through all the cycles. It holds down the button, so it goes through all the cycles without me having to come back and press the button and hold it and stuff. So Jason's pretty smart. Comes up with weird ideas about let's go outside. Major updates. Okay. Okay, the good stuff starts. Alright. Okay, well, I was gonna show you something first. First, put that foam back there and put these new boards in here. And that foam can be painted, that's the good thing. But instead of caulking all that, caulking would expand and just, it wouldn't last like this foam stuff. It's already dry, I've already made it flush with it. But it can be paintable too, so it doesn't expand and stuff. And there's a board behind there too, just in that area. Found all the studs finally on that part. All the studs throughout that wall. So they're staying in there now, that board for sure. But well, yeah, it's about to rain like crazy for 3 days, like I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, Saturday. So just giving you an update. Okay, and I cut this pipe right here because it has has nothing. It doesn't go to anything. I made sure because it has an ending right here, and it went to nothing. So finally got rid of that. Used the metal skill saw. And here, this thing is called a draft diverter right here, and that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to actually, well, I've seen some videos. Jason was right putting the draft diverter on there and then putting it on top. The draft diverter is right here, this piece, and people didn't have that on, so they were just pushing it down in here. But it's supposed to have a draft diverter right here, and it tries to stay in, but it comes out all the time. And then I've seen some videos where this thing goes all the way through, all the way down, connecting, but that's good enough with that. And let me nail this back real quick. I'll show you major updates. Okay, it's nailed in. And alright. Well, it's 9:06 in the morning. It's cloudy, but that's what it looks like so far. And that's the new siding. And took out all those little things that were tilted down. I mean, it's taking pieces and pieces. You have to cut little tiny pieces, like even right here is a little tiny piece, just right there. That one right there, just to match it flush, and they're going all flush. See how they just go all flush, those little lines? That's what you want. And definitely. And then got my stuff right here that fixed the pipe, and it's going up and put that new angle clamp on it that broke, and one of these, and then got it all going through there. So it's taking a lot of work, definitely. And I mean, it looks flawless, really, if you come and look at it. Wish I could hide the pipes completely, like with something round, some PVC pipe thing that's like a round thing that goes over it, but that costs a lot of money, I would think. Yeah, but so far I've been working my butt off, and to make this quick, right under here, I put this board under here and dug, kept on digging, and I decided, after looking at the skirts, they don't sell them at Home Depot, so the skirt, I better hurry, it's 6:02, so 6:04, the skirts they don't sell at Home Depot anymore because they used to break coming into Home Depot, so they don't sell them anymore. They have an updated skirt that looks like crap, and it would look like crap if it was on here. So I'm going to take those out, those bottom pieces, because I thought I was going to use them as the stud for the skirts. But I found these over here, cement things right here. And what can actually happen is I'll put the cement things, I'll dig a little deeper and deeper, and then put the cement that blocks right here in here, and then just, you know, get quick concrete and just smooth it out over those, and it'll look like it was just concreted perfectly over there. But yeah, major update, took that thing out right here, put in a regular board flush, and it used to be that weird board that was sticking out, so it's flush as can be. That's the new part right there. I did caulk it in because it just needed caulking in for now. But here's what's got a lot of people's attention when they drive by now. This thing I put, it's gonna look better once it's painted, but I put these trim boards around it because it was worth it, because it just didn't look, but it gets people to stop by and look at the house now. They're like, wow, I need to replace this up here. I'll show you in just a second. And then, yeah, it's got it all trimmed out. There'll be trim colors, and but let's see, here's the most difficult part of this job. Just real quick, I'll show you that in just a second. But it needed a 1x4 up there to hold the siding in. Oh, it's not holding in the siding, it's covering it up, because the cuts were hard to make with each piece to make them flush up there. So I'm putting a 1x4 in there all the way up here. Let me show you real quick. Trying to make this quick. Okay, so we're up here, and I'll show you some stuff. Pretty detailed, hard work. Okay, so that's the 1x4 right there. You can't see it, there it is. And it's gonna come all the way up here. I'm on top of the wire heater. We're right up here, and it'll go all the way up here. And this is where it gets kind of dangerous, because we're on this thing. But there was a hole in here where birds had gotten in here, and they were making a nest, so I have to, well, the yellow stuff dried, so I can now, you know, clip it and make it look perfect. But yeah, I'll probably put a board back there too also to cover up the yellow stuff, but it cuts out with a knife when it dries. But yeah, we're on top of the water heater right now. We're way down there, but right there, and it's already dry, so I'm gonna cut it out today. I'm gonna keep the ladder right here so I can come back to it in just a second, or after I finish the video. Just gotta be careful and put all my weight on the ladder to get down. Not my weight on that thing. And this thing's just crumbled to pieces. It just needs a new board. This thing needs to pop out, and then I just put a new board on here. Yeah, it's just falling to pieces. That roofing, this is just to pieces. But I think those the gutter people can do that roof part right there. I have the roof shingles for them. And sorry it's a long video, but this is all done. It's not caulked in, so it didn't look, but just to show you how much work I do, Mom. Look at this. There's a board right here. Look at this thing. Right here. To get a nail in here and make it flush still, to get a nail and hammer in here, takes a lot of work. I mean a lot of work. Getting behind here, even with this board going up here, took forever. So there's been a lot of different, it's a lot different than the lake. This house is very different. There's a lot of very detailed work, if you notice everything. But I put new clamps, and some of them I bought new yeah, it's still on. Some of them I bought new clamps for it. I think that's a new, no, that's not a new one. But I clamped them in better. That's a new clamp. So I bought about 6 of those to clamp them in better. So it looks all nice. Looks perfectly just flush and really nice. But yeah. Trying to make the video short, but it's nothing like the Lake Buchanan house. It's a lot more work. A lot. But yeah, I'll get that yellow stuff out, see. But I can cut it out today. Not all of it, I'm keeping some of it stuck in there. So, but let's see over here. We got everything looking good. Follows that trim piece. And then, yeah, they're just gonna have some problems, because if you raise that gutter up, it won't go down from here. It'll just go stop, and then it'll go up. It'll just fly up. So I don't know how they're gonna do it. I watered my trees, but it's about to rain so much. Probably rain today. But got this. Definitely a good update on the house. You know, these wires, I wish I could just take these out and put siding over it and cut around these. It would take a long time to cut around them. But I haven't figured out what to do. Some of the wires might be hot, but every wire I've touched isn't hot. So, I don't know. But took them all out to get that in there perfectly, where there's wires just mounted up there perfectly, like it was before when I had that other thing on there. And then here's the difference between a regular carpenter and me. Right here. See, this piece goes in today. I want the neighbors to wake up before I get over here and start working. But because it's pretty early in the morning, so this board will go in here. And the difference between a normal carpenter and me is this kind of stuff right here. This board right here, it moves. See it move? So this is not a good foundation for these boards that are right next to the window frame and around here. So I have to screw them in and make these things really tight fitted before I put this board in next to the window. And then I'll go in next to the window right here, and then I'll have the 1x4 right there making the window frame. And this pipe, I've had to take out all these. All need to be nailed in. I got big nail heads, best nails ever. This is all on this older siding, has to be nailed in to every spot it had a nail. Doing that today. Then let's see, all this wiring right here had to take out, and this pole that does have the electricity line inside of it right here had to take out. For now, it goes way down there. way down there. But let's see. Yeah, I got part of the trim in so far over here, and it's going good. Right up here, had to cut out a little part right there, but trying to make this video quick, but I want to show you an update on everything. And then it goes, had to cut a hole for this thing right here, because that does have electricity going through that. This is the window, and then the siding will go in today right here, all the way up here, and then connect to that. Keep going up here, down here, and it's just hammered in with small nails because I ran out of the regular nails and finally gone to Home Depot and got the best nails ever now. So I can hammer, yeah, see, I had to pick up that thing, that pipe, and pull it out, and these wires, I'm fighting wires all the time. So I have to dismantle them all. I have like just about a coffee can, well, about 1/8 of a coffee can of screws and things to put these wires back together on the wall properly like they were, but I had to take them out to fit these siding pieces underneath them, so you have to pull those things out. That took forever, but I'm getting there. Got this part, and this is where it meets this siding right here, going up, and siding up there. And I have a 1x6 on this side because he's a 1x6. And let's see. And then yeah. Now see how wiggly this pipe is. I had to take it all out to get the thing under it, get the things out. But what else? 17 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I just need to re-nail that back in. Down here, this is an old piece of siding. But nail it in with newer nails, real big headed nails, and they hold in the old siding really well, and it's good for every kind of siding. But I'll put that window frame in, and that's this side. And let's see, oh gosh, I don't know what else to say, but the house is getting a lot of compliments. I mean, people are stopping by and looking at it now for that thing. But yeah, I'm gonna be putting that up in just a second. Yeah, and then using drill, and definitely these are the best nails ever. If I can show you them, I'll show you what I'm using. And I definitely recommend them. They're galvanized roofing nails, but they're 3 inches. And look how wide they are. But they're 3 inches. If you mess up, you got a bad nail. You gotta hit them on the top, but they hold in the siding. They're made for holding in siding, not just roofing. They're, you know, the siding needs thick nails or just pop out. They'll just pop out and poop. Just very easily they do. But yeah, they work out great. I already used them yesterday on this, and it's about 1840. What else? Oh yeah, the roof. I got the roof flattened, and you'd think it'd be an easy job, but right here I had to nail this whole frame, this white thing, completely back together, and pain in the butt. Had all those old nails from the original house, and nailed it in because I needed that to be the frame. So I put new nails wherever they were needed to hold it up, and then got up there, and now it's completely flat, and yeah, nailed in a lot of nails. It's not coming up. Probably go back up there because there's this one part that's under the carport that it's not a big deal at all, but kind of has like a little hole right here, but it's very hard to deal with because it's bent. And then there's this other piece bent under here, so I just have to get that unbent. That would probably take me about 3 hours just to do that. But yeah, everything's starting to look nice. The new siding. Sorry I got the ladders in the way. But yeah, it's looking pretty good on this. This side's done with as soon as I get that foam and that up there, and then the cement. It's done over here. I'm thinking to match this, I think it needs that right kind of board right here. Because if you really look at it, Mom, after I did this over here, I mean, it runs flush and then runs flush. I don't know, it's up to you. But guess everything's doing good, and I'm out here really early. I got out here at 9, but I decided to make the video, and I think it's about to rain, so I'm gonna try to get stuff done. Love you, Mom. Bye. Sorry for the long video.